So here today I'm going to teach you guys how to deploy an application to the software center as well as to target certain devices or group of devices. So we're in a console, we select software library, we expand application management, select applications, global tier 1 applications. And since we created the Zoom client version 5.03 and MS plugin for Outlook version 5.02, you can see that it's now done 43 SSS. So if you want to see why it's failed, we can go here, click content status, click view status. So if a package fails, just go error tab, and you can tell that it failed to contact UKHICDP1. That's only because there's poor network issues in the UK, so this is bound to happen. So if it does happen, just right click and distribute or connect away. Distribute content. So these two are failing to find or create a defined share. So sometimes the most easiest way to do this is if you can always just redistribute for both. If it doesn't work still, the most easiest one would be just restarting the actual server. I'm not going to show it here, but since we're going back to, we go back to deploying the application, so software library, and we want to deploy and we want to make it available to end users. So we deploy, select deploy the application, select collection. So by default, we user collections. We don't want to do that. We want device collections. And we want to target all devices. So ideally what you'd be doing would be expanding. So you can expand this, make it bigger, and you want to you put to all users if you want. So if we want everyone to have the latest versions, we just select all users, click OK, click next, and now you see that distribution points have been distributed to all those DPs, even those with the ones that failed, so they'll pick it up from nearby DPs. So next, we want to make it available. So available means that the end user can go to software center at any time at their own pleasure. So select next on that. Scheduling, we put schedule as the base. So it uses UTC. It's just the way that SCCM is designed, but it does reflect our current time, so we'll show up eventually. Select next, select user experience. So ideally, I tend to show display notification. So we click yes on that. Next, click next, and then now it will show up as available for all users. So since we've had a previous version of plugins deployed, we probably want to remove that. So if you have an existing deployment, just remove delete, and that will remove from the user's device. So obviously we want to target these people with the new applications, and what you do is we go here, just right click and remove it, click yes, and we go back here. We want to deploy against the other device collections, so click deploy, click browse, click device collections, expand global application collections, scroll down to see Zoom. We want to hit target, so we want to hit everyone's device. So I like to deploy it for global Zoom desktop and Outlook plugin. Click OK, click next, So put required. So requirements, you're forcing it to the end user's device, and if they're working from home, you can select allow clients on media connections done. So after that, so that will work fine as well. Select next, scheduling, select it to be available at that time. I like to select as soon as possible after available time because we want to force it. Select next on that. Since we're forcing installation on end user's device, we normally put in hide in software center or connection notifications, and we put in the system reset. So if the deadline's reached, we wanted to do outside business hours, we don't want them to be affected, so select system restart, select next. Alerts will leave as default because we don't need to be alerted on what fails or not. Select next, summary, click next, and click close. And then once that's done, so if you want to check the application, so you can type this in. So this one's not user friendly. So what I normally do, or if you have good memory, you can just paste it in there. So what I do is actually go to monitoring. I go to deployment tab. I type this in, I paste it in, click search, and then you can see that. So if you want to see all the users that have the latest version, so select both, run summarization, so that pretty much summarizes or grabs the current stats of which devices have the latest version or not. So run summarization, click OK, and then right click on the device, click view status. So currently you can tell that it's not there, so if it's still showing never, you click refresh, and you'll tell you to run, it will tell you the last summarization page. So you'll see this in progress or not, so it depends on your users. Going back to software library, go back to Zoom. Yeah, so you can go back to monitoring again, sorry. Go back to deployments, go back here, check out. Click on this device collection. You can see how that's targeting 2,500 devices, but there's actually more. So I click that again. Run this view status. Give it some time. It'll kick in as the devices will just deploy. If you're really impatient and can't wait, you can go back to assets and compliance. Go to expand device collections. Go to application collections, and go here. Right click on here, and what you do is right click, select now micro bright tools click. So this is the exact same properties on the actual end user's device. So what you do, I'll grab mine as a demonstration just to show you what I'm talking about. So if we were in the control panel on your device, go here, we go to configuration manager, and if you go to actions, we'll be targeting machine policy. So when we'll be going to software updates deployment with elevation cycle, right? And then we'll be clicking application deployment and version cycle. Right? So doing this from the console is the exact same way on how to trigger devices. So client actions on collection, run this, but since we're going to target the whole fleet, every single device. So this all depends if a machine is actually online or not. So this will trigger everyone's machine to say, hey, we've got a brand new application that's ready for deployment. So are you guys ready to collect it? So it'll go through the 3,922 20 clients that actually have it. It will show which is successful or not, and once that's successful. So this does take a while. So I wouldn't really use this if it's really important, but if we really want to get people's attention as soon as possible, that will just come true and just kick off. So once that's done, you can kick off the next one, which is pretty much just doing the same thing. Right click, client actions, and then software updates deployment. So this will pick up any applications that have been recently released, and it'll do the same thing as well. And the next we want to do is the last one on the list is the application deployments. So application deployment, So since we've just deployed an application, this will trigger as well. So it's a good indication, pretty much for you guys, just to give a demonstration of how to actually kick off these updates. So obviously, since we kicked this one off, it will have to go through this one followed by this one. So it does take time. Yeah. And then once you're satisfied, you go back here, and then you can see that. So this one is actually set required. This is installing. You can see here that's waiting for content. This one's waiting for maintenance window. So maintenance window is pretty much if that machine is pending for restart, for example. This is bound to happen. Success obviously will show up once it's done. Here. That's pretty much it.